Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who are the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Peace and salutations to the Bayath Dawadah, the house of David Hope elect. The name of this video is going to be called America's going to be that great altar. And that altar is talking about a sacrifice. And now I'm going to go into Isaiah 34th chapter and explain and break down, okay, how America, again, is going to be hit in World War III. All these nations are going to hit America. They're going to point their intercontinental ballistic missiles at America. And America's going to be hit with 200 million warheads. This is Isaiah 34:1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation, which is righteous anger, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies." And that's going back to Joel, the 3rd chapter. Let me get that real quick. Matter of fact, I think it's Joel, the 2nd chapter. No, yeah, the 3rd chapter. It says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations," you see, "and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat," which just means the Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Most High's decision, Yahweh's decision, "and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, a part of my land." All right, so the Lord is going to gather all the armies, right? Check this out. So it says, for the indignation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. That's when Yahushai comes. Check this out. It says, "Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood," because when Yahushai comes, he's going to utterly obliterate all the armies of the earth in this World War III. "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved." And in this World War III play, in the battle of World War III, these countries will be pushing that button, which is the intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, and that's why this precept came up here. It says, "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." That's that mushroom cloud. "And all their hosts shall fall down, as a leaf falleth off from the vine tree, and as a falling fig from the fig tree." That's them warheads that's going to be coming down from the heavens. "For my sword, which is the intercontinental ballistic missiles, shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall," key word right here, check this out. "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse of judgment." Idumea is word for Edom, which is talking about the white nation, the Caucasians. Okay, and their capital, their place where they love to be at, is America. It says, "The sword of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra," capital. That was the capital of the Edomites at that time, and the capital of the Edomites here today is America. "And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." Now, what's the land of Idumea? America. These are cold words. "And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and the land shall be soaked with blood, and the dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion." Who's Zion? You so-called blasphemous Americans. Why was there controversy? For the wickedness that been happening to our people. And in this place here in America is where we are proclaiming that we are the sons of living power. Let me get a scripture, case in point. Hosea 1:10. That says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people." Where is that at? America. there it shall be said unto them, ye the sons of the living power. So they're going to find out, man, in the midst of Jacob's trouble, in the midst of World War III, that we are the sons of the living power. Why? I'm going to prove, I'm going to show it to you. Show it. This Wisdom of Solomon 5, verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, when what? The heathens, the people. Okay, when these heathens, starting with you Edomites, when they see it, when they see what? Our salvation, the chariots, which people even call UFOs, they shall be troubled with terror but fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Why are they going to be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation? Let me show you. Let me show you. 1 Corinthians 15. I'm going to start with 51. Get to the point. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. So that's why they're going to see the greatness of our salvation, because they're going to see us being changed in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. That's the key word right there. The last trump is when the missile's going to be hitting, man. This is for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall all be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. See, so that's why they're going to be amazed at the strangers of our salvation, because they're going to see the UFOs, what they English call UFOs, which is our chariots of salvation, beaming up the elect, and as we're getting beamed up, we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. So that's why they're going to be amazed at the strangers of our salvation. But go back to Isaiah the 34th chapter, because I want to break that down. So it says, yep, let me go there. Where was that at? Yep. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone. That's the missiles. That's what's going to happen when they land, when they hit America. And the land thereof shall become burning pitch. That's literally going to be that lake of fire. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. And was that talking about? Meaning that America is going to be a memorial for an example of wickedness. All right. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it in the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. Meaning the only thing that's going to be inhabiting that land, which is America, is these desert creatures. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all her princes shall be nothing. And the thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortress thereof, and it shall be an habitation of dragons and a court for hours. Right? I mean, it's gonna be completely desolate, man. There's not gonna be no human being living here. Nobody's gonna fix this place up. This place is gonna be a complete desolation and a desert. Right? And only these desert creatures are gonna be dwelling there forever. There shall be a great owl make her nest, and lay and hatch and gather under her shadow. There shall the vultures also be gathered, every one with her mate. Because there's going to be a lot of death over here. But the vultures are also desert creatures. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. None of one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. From mouth it hath commanded, and in spirit it hath gathered them. Gathered who? The elect. Okay, and the elect upon the four corners of the earth is going to hear this truth and take heed to it. And he hath cast the lot for them, and his hand hath divided unto them by the land. They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation shall they dwell therein. And what's that talking about? Zion. We're gonna go back to our home, because we're gonna be gathered together from the four corners of the earth. Let me get that real quick. And then Yahweh Shai is gonna we're gonna meet Yahweh Shai in the fathership, and we're gonna go to the land of Israel after a certain amount of days. This is Matthew 24:31. This is Matthew 24:31. And he shall send his angels, see, with a great sound of a trumpet. That's the last trump. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So we're gonna be getting beamed up into what you people ignorant call UFOs, right? And we're gonna be changed, and we're all gonna meet Yahweh Shai, all right, in that fathership. After Yahweh Shai gets busy with that army, and then we all gonna be we're gonna go to the land of Israel after a certain amount of days, all right? Because Israel's gonna be on fire too. But let me go back to what I want to show you. Isaiah 14 chapter. Isaiah 14:01. It's Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. For Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. See, so we're going to be in the chariots for a certain amount of time, and after a while we're going to be set back in our own land. Now check this out. And the strangers shall be joined with them. Let's talk about the Israelite foreigners. Going back to Revelation, the 7th chapter, the 9th verse. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their presence. Why? Because we're gonna have slaves in the kingdom. We're gonna bring the slaves to Israel, and they have to fix everything up and build up our kingdom. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from the sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna be rejoicing. And we're going to sing the song of Moses. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has broken the staff of the wicked, the Edomites. Going back to Job 9:24, the earth is given the hand of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people with a continual stroke. You see that happening. He that ruled the nations in anger and persecuted, and none hindereth. Yeah, so the Lord's going to destroy you, Edomites. You filthy beasts. You're going to be kicked out of your rulership. All right? Let me get another scripture real quick. Okay, but this is future prophecy. We're here to what? Prophesy. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh, and that day is talking about what? World War III, and that time's gonna come where this is gonna happen. For it says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So all the proud is going to get burnt up in the intercontinental with this World War III, with them intercontinental ballistic missiles that's going to let out them warheads. So it behooves of you so-called black Spanish Americans to take heed while you still have mercy. Check this out. But unto you that fear my name. See, that's why it's important to know the name. Proverbs 30:4. Because it's a mystery unto the wicked. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. Meaning, going back to 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. It says, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. That goes back to Isaiah 26:20. It says, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. We're going to see, going back to Revelation, the 15th chapter, we're going to look down, Lord will not be the elect, and we're going to see this place burn. We're going to see the reward of the wicked. It says, and you shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Yahweh of hosts. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I command unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with its statutes and judgments. And going back to Moses, the Lord told us the future, man. Okay, he told us exactly what he was going to go through, and he told us he was going to be, and our enemies are going to pay recompense for what they've done to us, man. All right, so with that, I'd like to give all praises, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who are the apostles and elders of Yasharallah. Peace and salutations to the Bayath, the Dawadah, the house of David of Philek. Shalom.